greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw without it. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Slant.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Haskins will throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Crouch, crouch. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 4. We got Delta.
On the draw play, Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Regular. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Alert!
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check 31.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Skirts by him at the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing now is Allen. Jones has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Hey, orbit.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey, 319!
Check Mike 45.
Pass. Pass 85, pass 85.
45 to Mike.
All that, man.
Throwing is Allen on third. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's going to loft one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Kill.
Hey, home. 56.
Recon, 132 fighter. Right there in the middle, 55. Check that out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. windup incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On second down, it's Coleman.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
It's our field. Hey, it's all right.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Now on 2nd and 13. Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coleman now. And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or in it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Redskins.
X3, 218, chopper.
Kill, turn up.
On first down, this is Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, wahoo!
49 the mark.
Yes.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Let him know.
On second down, here's Smith. Then he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On first down, Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey.
Throwing again is Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
45.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to take a shot for the end, and it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 37-yard line.
Bam! Rock it!
Hatch it. Shift! Watch the shift!
Get it!
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Four down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, Charlie!
On first down, it's Smith. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Sam off! Topper!
Watch out.
Say go!
Smith hands off to Geis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Protein spill! Hey! Hey! High 7! Big grip!
On second and goal, Smith. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Smith.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
61, matchbox right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Redskins 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have two touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. But they're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Smith now on third down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Darius Geis denied. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. On third down, here's Coleman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Third and 2, Smith. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Smith. And he finds McLaurin. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
91.
First down, Redskins.
Jim, look at me. Door.
Bang, 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 bang. Check 24.
Big rip.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Again, Smith. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Seven yards there and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Smith on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards.
First down,
From the red zone now, Smith. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here we go with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
5.
Second down and goal. Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.